Are your kitchen and bathroom way overdue for a remodel? Well, I got the guy for you. Call John Sellers at First Response Contracting, 484-256-7136. Both residential and commercial services, and he's licensed and insured. Call him at 484-256-7136. First Response Contracting.
From real estate to real life and everything in between, The Brad Weisman Show. And now, your host, Brad Weisman.
All right, we are back in the studio, and I am looking forward to this show. I look forward to this show every single month because we have Pete the Repeat here in the studio. Do you like being called Repeat?
I'm a bad penny. I just
keep showing up, yeah. But I think you need to shine up a little bit more, though. Maybe shine yourself up a little bit more. Actually, no, you have a nice haircut.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Looks really good. And you have no scruff. You're cleanly shaven.
I'm always cleanly shaven. That's right.
I hung out with your son recently.
Yeah.
Christopher.
Oh, yeah.
He hasn't been on for a while.
We got to get him
Did we
back.
chase him off, or he didn't like it?
No.
Did I smell?
Probably.
Probably. All right, so that's fine. Then I smell, whatever.
Well, let's call him when you after a shower, and then we'll get him in.
Yeah, I will do that.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking next month. Next month I'll be showered up. So what do you have on store for me today, buddy? Well, I looked at the one thing which I always look at, which is how many houses are on the market.
Yeah.
And I'm disappointed because it went down.
Well, it did, but you know what? We're back into seasonality again.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And I'm chalking it up to that.
And so am I. Because there's less people that are going to put their house in the market this time of year just because they've got the tree set up or they have holiday stuff going on, and nobody wants to have people tramping through their house during those times. Now, we've always been told the house shows the best.
It shows the best
during the holiday season.
Less people looking.
That's exactly right, and it just looks nice because usually when you have decorations out, your house looks better.
It does.
Yeah, that's why we keep our stuff up all year long. Yeah, all year long. Yeah, the Christmas tree gets a little scary looking. Don't light up a cigar or anything. Like Christmas Vacation.
Charlie Brown.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to say that too. Yeah. I think we're experiencing a seasonality thing that we haven't experienced for a little bit.
And we're just back to it. It was before COVID. Well, about 2 years before COVID, maybe.
We're 2023 now, and
but
2020 was COVID.
Seasonality, 17, 18, maybe somewhere in there.
Probably
because
it's been a while.
Was pretty busy.
Yes,
I would say
absolutely.
it was about 5 years ago.
Probably.
So we're coming back to it.
Yes, we are, which is good.
Yeah.
So tell me what you got. You got a bunch of numbers written down.
Yeah, we have. Do
you need my glasses?
No, I mean you said 388. It's 73 in the city.
Yeah.
75 new constructions. So that takes us to 240.
Yeah.
On the resale side of Berks County. And that's everything: condos, townhouses, new
everything.
Big homes, farms.
Yep.
It's everything. Everything residential.
Well, and you know what you might want to do if you can't find something in Berks, go outside of Berks.
Yeah, we've been doing that.
Lancaster,
right?
Chester, Montgomery, Schuylkill County's got a lot of stuff going on.
Yep.
Even into like the Myerstown, Lebanon County, go up that way a little bit.
That's right.
I think sometimes when things get like this, you have to think outside the box a little bit, which the box in this situation is Berks County.
Yeah, it's Berks.
So think outside the box of Berks County, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, just expand it a little, or maybe change your parameters up a little bit.
Yep. Absolutely.
If you need to have a 3-bedroom or a 4-bedroom, put a 3 in, and
see if there's somewhere you can put one.
Yeah,
basement, finish it, something like that. Yeah,
exactly. So be flexible.
Yeah.
Good news on the interest rate score on the side.
Yes, it's a 4-month low.
4-month low.
4-month low. Did you hear that, Hugo?
I did.
Yeah.
4-month low.
Sounds interesting to me.
Yeah.
Does it sound interesting to you?
Did you say interesting? You like that?
We need a little.
Yeah, we have that. I just never figure it out right. It's not
the one.
Well, let's just. No, that's actually the worst one. That's the worst. That's not the right one. So we'll figure that out at some point when I get this mixer thing down. After 3 or 4 years.
Bring my drums in next time.
Yeah. So so the interest rate's down.
Yeah, I mean,
it was at 8.25. I think
it was 8-ish.
8.5, maybe.
Yeah, it was that high.
So we're down at 1.5.
Well, I know the app said 7.
Yeah, and you said I
saw 6.5 come across my desk today from a local.
Maybe
lender.
points in there.
Oh no, it was no points.
Wow, it's incredible.
6.5 on a 30-year fixed.
What that shows also is that means the economy's slowing up, which we don't always want to hear that, but there's a lot of things that have to weigh things out.
Yeah, right.
When the economy slows up, then your rates go down.
Yep.
That also means that hopefully the Fed rate is not going to keep going up, which means people can loan money on short-term short terms at a less amount.
Right.
So, businesses can loan money, which means that they can provide more jobs. There's a lot of things that go on with interest rates, both Fed and mortgage.
Absolutely. It affects a lot.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, and we also, I know Hugo had a question.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
So
Did that seem planned?
No, but
Hugo.
as you mentioned,
Hugo.
yeah, as you mentioned the rates, you know that I recently bought a house, so it got me thinking about how refinancing works, because I was thinking, well, do I have to do a down payment on refinancing, and how do I know when is it worth it? Like, how much does the rate has to go down in order for it to me, to make sense?
Well, I think we're in agreement. It's 2%.
Yeah, around
that is a good sweet spot.
Yeah, and that's not a solid number. Yeah. We had talked about there's other reasons where you could maybe go 1.75% or 1.5% down from there.
Yeah.
One was that if you think you have enough equity, like in your situation, Hugo, you got a good value on your property, and if you can refinance it and get maybe a 1.5% drop on your rate, but remove PMI because the value went up and they appraise it to have more value there, the 20%, then you might want to do it.
Yep.
Because now you're removing PMI and you're getting a better rate. Now, what did we say? There's costs involved.
There's costs involved.
Yes.
And
a lot of times
if you plan on staying,
they put them in there.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. They can put them right in the loan too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The closing costs.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I didn't know.
But again, that you want to make sure that 80-20 rule, so you don't have to pay PMI, right?
Yeah,
is all those numbers work out, right?
Yeah. One of the things that I would do if you bought your house from a realtor, which I'm going to say most people probably did, I would say if you're looking at that or thinking about that, Hugo, you would contact your realtor and also your mortgage person, whoever you use as a mortgage person.
Yep.
I would contact them and say, hey, look, I'm seeing the rates going down. When is it going to be the right time? Okay. And then contacting the realtor to find out what the value is of your home at that current time. Because in 2 years from now or a year from now for you might be in a situation you're at 20% or 15%. So it might make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So
And, another thing on this kind of on the same vein, I had a call from a client that I sold a house to 5 years ago, FHA, and he's asking me about the assumability of that loan.
yeah.
And so if you have a government loan, you have to check. Now, I don't think they all are, but you'd have to check to see if the new buyer can assume your mortgage payment at that lower rate.
Yep.
Now, the negative for the buyer is they got to come to the table with a big chunk of money.
Yep.
Because the value's up.
Yep.
And so they're going to have to come with cash to make up the difference, right? Or get a second loan. Mm-hmm. So, but it might be an option.
Well, and it might even be an option that you might be an amazing buyer buying conventional, but have a lot of money to put down.
That's right.
And instead of buying a conventional, buy at FHA and put all that money down, because now you won't have the PMI either with FHA because you're putting down that amount of money and you get this amazing rate. And we're making it sound kind of easy. There's definitely a process involved and it's possible. So you want to find out if the house was purchased FHA and they have a great rate, you might want to try to assume it.
Yep.
Yeah.
My dad, when he got into real estate, his first year in real estate, in 1975, he did $4 million in volume, which was unheard of. That's equating. That's like
a lot.
That's
today.
like 40 million today.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And so they did a lot of assumables because the interest rates were double digits.
Oh yeah,
18,
absolutely.
17, something like that.
And
actually, they pushed in 1981. It was 23.
Oh my gosh.
And I got in 84, and they were down to like 13 and a half, 14 by the time I got in.
That's where adjustable rates came from, probably from that era, right?
Adjustable rates came about, and plus people were selling homes with owner financing and assumable.
Yeah.
They were assuming the mortgages back then.
Amazing.
Because the military loans back then were 4%.
Yep, exactly.
And they were people, and you were allowed to assume them then.
I think I did one or two back in the 90s.
Yeah.
I did one or two assumables. Yeah. And it worked.
And
it worked.
It's a good option right now.
Yep, they got to qualify.
I'm glad we talked about that.
Yeah,
that's
very
a
good.
Thing.
Good question.
Thanks,
there, buddy.
Hugo. Yep.
We had no idea you were going to ask that.
Boy, man, I'll tell you what.
No, I just to point to mention maybe here the CMG with Mike Bowers, who I got my loan with. When I closed, he gave me a certificate. So when I decide to refinance, there are some fees that are waived. So he has like a validity of like certain amount of years.
That's great.
But
Nice.
I remember that when you mentioned to go back to the same.
Well, and Mike's one of our sponsors. So Mike Bauer, CMG Home Loans. Are you kidding me? Does a great job.
Absolutely.
He did a great job for Hugo too.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So what else do you have? Anything else?
I compared this last November to last year's November.
Okay.
This year, the average price was $283. This includes Berks County total. This is everything. $283, a little over $283. Last year, this time was $276.
Okay, so still up. Still up.
Yep. Days on market from 18 to 21. I mean,
yeah, and
we were 21 last year.
Right.
In
okay.
November, we were 18. So that's a little bit, that's the inventory.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, inventory was going up nicely for like a good 2-3 months.
Yep.
I was very excited about it.
Yep. But what's weird is absorption's a little higher, which is kind of odd. 1.2 versus 1.
That is odd. Doesn't make sense, right?
Things are staying on the market a little longer. However,
longer.
days on market are down. So
Yeah, it doesn't make
I think
sense.
it was a November snapshot. So
Yeah. Kind of stresses you out sometimes and stuff. But you know
Right, it
what?
does.
I have something for that.
you do?
I do.
Please, bro.
No, I have to tell you about it. No, seriously, I have to tell you. It's probably a terrible segue.
No, that's
But
good.
no, seriously, I have to tell you about something. This is really interesting. We talked about this before the show came on.
Yeah.
I was offered the opportunity to try this drink. Okay. It's called Magic Mind. And
It's not an old fashioned.
what's that? No, it's not an old fashioned. No. I've tried those before.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've tried those before.
In fact, recently too. I
Yes,
have a
exactly. Now you can pour it in there, maybe. That might be the thing to do. But no, I came across. They sent me this drink, and I'm like, and I'm not one. I got to tell you, for somebody saying, "Oh, you got to try this drink. This is going to be awesome. It's going to give you energy, things like that." And I'm one of those that doesn't react well with caffeine and things and energy drinks. Like I can't drink some of those ones you buy at the Quick Marts.
the little
that would
5-minute.
stress me out. I'd be shaking, the whole thing. So I got this. I was very skeptical. So I went and they gave me 5 bottles to try. Okay, it's called Magic Mind, and I have to tell you, I noticed a difference.
Really?
It takes about 3 days till you really feel some. It's all natural. It has all kinds of cool stuff in it. You knew some of the stuff was in here, like turmeric.
Turmeric
is in
yeah,
there.
yeah.
B3, B2, B12.
All vitamins.
All vitamins. There's some other herbs in there. There's that lion's mane mushroom, which is like the big one today.
Yep.
It's not like something that's
You
like.
look a little taller, actually. do you think he looks taller?
Dude, I'm going to drink 6 bottles a day if it gets me taller. Seriously. So it doesn't get you taller. And it's not even something like I definitely don't get jitters from it. I've tried energy drinks. I don't even want to call it that. It's supposed to kind of open your mind. It's going to supposed to clear your mind so that you have better concentration.
Alert.
All those things.
You're better
Alertness. Yes. Alertness.
Okay.
I mean, let me just, it says
What's
here,
it called? Smart what?
Magic Mind.
Magic Mind.
It says the
make you
world's
smarter?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I need that.
I need that too. The world's first productivity drink is what it says. And it says each shot contains a magical combination of 13 active ingredients designed to boost energy, focus, creativity, and motivation while reducing stress and fatigue.
Oh, dude, that's
Who doesn't
doesn't
that?
need this?
Exactly. And I thought my wife, I think, thought I was nuts because I'm not one to sell this kind of stuff or push this stuff, right? I said, just try it. So I bought her a 5-day supply of it. She said, first 2 days, same kind of thing. You don't really feel anything. Third day, you can't put your finger on it, but you just feel more alert. I feel better. I was on the treadmill. I had more energy. I have to be honest, the taste is something you need to get used to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
But it's basically 2 shots.
But that's not the purpose. It's
and
just to get it
and
down.
keep drinking your coffee with it.
No kidding.
It actually says if you drink coffee, don't think that this is going to be a problem with it. It's not. It actually enhances and it slows up. It actually spreads the caffeine distribution in your body.
That's what caffeine does. It's a distributor.
Yeah.
It'll distribute this product.
So
then.
it'll distribute it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I
Interesting.
didn't know that. That's an
Yeah,
interesting
it is a
one. There you
distributor.
go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So this is
That's
good
why
stuff.
I drink 2 cups of it.
Yeah. It's called Magic Mind. There's a guy from California that started. His name is James Bashara. The other thing too, they worked on this for 10 years, and I just drank it all.
Is it magicmind.com?
Here's the code. You can actually use this code to get a discount.
I'm in.
It's magicmind.com/Brad Weisman.
Wow.
The discount code is Weisman20. Yeah, Weisman 20. And what that means, I think, is they think I'm going to start looking like I'm 20 again. Is what it's all about. That's the only thing I can think. I'm really into it. I just ordered more today just because, and I'm paying for it. I'm paying for the drink, just so you know. Now, if you like it, let us know.
I will.
Go on. Hugo said we're going to have it in our Facebook post. You'll click on the link and you'll just buy it from there.
Great.
All right.
That's awesome.
Give it a shot.
And then for next podcast, we'll do a market update.
Yeah.
For 23.
Yeah, we
How's
need to do that. Absolutely.
For the year.
So let's go into some of these things. One of the things that was interesting, that we're seeing some contradictory information. And we talk about this all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Be careful where you get your information,
Big.
Because we're seeing stuff, and not to bust on anybody, but Redfin has a report they just put out that said that they're seeing depreciation of home prices in 2024. I don't, and then it even noted the things of the reason why. And when you look at what they noted, it's a whole reason why it wouldn't be depreciating.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I have a spin on that.
Go ahead. Give me the spin.
They're big on buyers.
So
they want buyers to feel
true.
better. They want you to feel better, buyers, that, prices are
Gotcha.
down. It's fine.
You're right.
That's what it is.
They're marketing to the buyers.
The audience.
Consider the audience. You're so right.
Yeah. So that's
got me.
Why.
I was starting to believe this crap.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like,
but no, the experts that you have.
This is interesting. So we got this from Keeping Current Matters.
Yep.
You and I, we look at this thing all the time.
Yep.
You more so sometimes than I do.
Yep.
But what's interesting is the place where these numbers came from. I'm going to tell you where it came from first. So the numbers I'm going to give you, we're going to give you, it's called Home Price Expectation Survey.
Yeah.
Pulsenomics is a great resource to show what experts forecast. Basically, where they get the information is 100 economists, investment strategists, housing market analysts, and then they take the results from the latest quarterly release, show home prices are expected to go up every year through 2027.
Boom. There it is.
And there's a graph.
I think I'd listen to them.
Oh, yeah.
Over
Yeah,
Redfin.
of course.
I mean, respectfully disagree with Redfin because
absolutely.
you have to know the audience. But this is 100 economists.
100 economists.
Everybody.
Yes, exactly.
You know, if there's one or two that are wrong in there,
it'll average itself out.
It's pretty good average.
Yeah, exactly. So there's 100 of them. So what they're saying is 2023, 3.32, which we kind of agree would probably be a little higher than that.
Well, Berks County's a little better.
A little higher. Now, the same 2024, 2.17. So the one part they agree with Redfin is that it is going to drop. The appreciation amount is going to be slower. So that's the one thing they agree there. And then 3.24, 2025, 3.79, and 4.18. For 2027,
4% and back to normal,
back to that 4%.
Good,
but either way, I'm not. This is all investing. This is all good.
It's all good.
It all looks good.
Yeah,
right.
That's good that's not bad for a buyer either. Because if you buy a house today, this is what it's going to do.
Exactly.
You're fine.
Absolutely. So don't be scared. Get out there, and I think rates are going to start to really hover around that. If we could get into sixes for a good amount of time, that would be great.
I think that's going to
be great for everybody.
It will. But the other affordability thing is that they never talk about the job thing and, and the percentage of people's income, which is another factor.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got that unemployment thing. And in 2008, the unemployment rate was 8.3%. Okay.
Okay.
The 75-year average for unemployment has been 5.7.
Wow.
Do you know what it is today?
3.2?
3.9.
3.9. I was a little off.
It's going to hover. And I saw that graph. I didn't bring it with me. I apologize. But pretty much it's going to be 4% for the next 3 or 4 years. It follows right along with what that's saying about price appreciation.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's a very low unemployment rate.
Very low.
Okay. So the economy isn't going to trash the real estate market.
Nope.
It's not going to happen.
No. The only thing that trashed everything was inflation.
It's inflation.
And that's because we printed too much money.
That's it. Bingo.
You print money, you get inflation.
Yeah, but that's why they raised the rates to drop the inflation rate.
Exactly.
It actually worked.
It did work.
But they if they want to be selfish about it, they're going to try to get it to 2. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. I don't think it's a good idea. I know
Lawrence Yun, our economist for NAR, says bad idea.
Bad idea.
Okay, enough. Let it go.
Absolutely.
Now let it settle down.
Yeah. Because it's going to take time. It takes time for stuff to settle in. Absolutely.
But there's no doom and gloom.
No.
Everything's fine.
No, absolutely not. There's no doom and gloom at all.
No.
So what? So are we good? I think we're good.
I'm good.
Anything you want to ask the 8 ball?
Oh, what are the?
Here we go.
Are there going to be more houses on the market in the spring? Let's say that.
Okay, here we go. You ready? Ready? Absolutely.
Okay, there you go, folks.
There we go.
You heard it from the best.
See? That's where we get stuff from. You can get all the 100 economists, you can get all that other crap, but you know what? When it comes to us, we get the information from the right place.
It's the red.
Exactly.
The red 8 ball.
The red 8 ball is what it does. The black one is good too, but my son took it back.
He did. Of course he did.
Yeah, he did. He took it back.
Probably more accurate.
Yeah, it probably is. Probably is. There we go. We got all the numbers. If you want to know what's going on in this market every single month, you come in here when Pete's here, and you will know exactly what's going on. Sometimes we don't, but most of the times we do. Yeah, that's it. That was great, man. Good time.
Good being with you, man.
All right, take care. Every Thursday at 7 p.m. We'll see you here. Are your kitchen and bathroom remodels a little overdue? Well, now's your chance to call First Response Contracting. John Sellers will take care of you. 484-256-7136. They do residential and commercial, and they're licensed and insured. Give them a call at 484-256-7136.